Namaste. We are doing a series on empaths and psychic attacks and black magic and these negative energies and how we can protect ourselves from each of this. Inside of that, this video is speaking about signs on if you are an empath. So if you are somebody who is into some leadership roles, if you are somebody who is into you know a role which requires you to at work interact with a huge number of people, the more higher your leadership role is. Like if you're a CXSRO or CHRO or CXRO or those leadership C roles, or if you're somebody into whatever is your sphere of influence, know that just for simplicity, your aura is spread that wide. And why do I say so? Have you had this inkling about, okay, when you are here and if you are managing different sites across India, across world, you start sometimes suddenly have this inclination that maybe something is not working well in that place, in this person, that person. So that's your aura at play. Because of that, you get a sign that maybe something is not good. And then you take action and then things really fall through and you would have taken a timely action. And it happens with every leadership roles and the people with high influence. And when you are exposing yourself with multiple people, and especially business leaders, teachers, psychologists, healers, somebody who is into like HRs, doctors, uh, lawyers, anyone who have a huge set of people whom you are interacting and are exposed to high volume of energies from people around, then there is a very important need for you to protect yourself, because unknowingly or no, without your knowledge, you end up, sometimes hearing out other people's concern. Sometimes you end up cajoling them, guiding them, supporting them emotionally, and then sometimes you motivate them. And inside of all of this, what happens underground is you are, without their knowledge, you're acting as a sponge sometimes, because empaths are people who are very loving, compassionate, and kind. Irrespective of which role you're playing, because this is your spiritual energy at play. And when these empaths come in touch with other people's energies, they tend to become like sponges. They automatically absorb. A sponge is put on water. Does it have a say on whether it should absorb the water or not? It just absorbs. Similarly, when you are an empath, you don't have a say. You just absorb it unless until you protect yourself. So, firstly, let's understand what is this empath. Empaths are people who are very sensitive to other people's emotions, energies, and because you're very sensitive, you're a very good, kind healer, you're a kind psychologist, or a kind person who can encourage, motivate, help others be more emotionally stable, solve their problems, and you are like a person whom many people look up to solve their problems or to help them come out of some concerns. Good. That's a positive side of you really be able to understand other people's emotions and thought patterns in a more deeper manner. But the negative side is you're very, very vulnerable and you tend to absorb their stress, their sadness, their anger, other people's negative states. If a person is someone going through tough financial problems, without your knowledge, you tend to absorb it. If someone is going through bad breakup, you tend to absorb their pain, sometimes to a level that you manifest those things into your life. And when you're a leader, you're expected to talk with people who are with different mindsets, different thought patterns, different cultural biases, or different parental exposure when they're growing up. So they have different emotional states, they have different power struggles, they have different personal life challenges. And when you, as a person who is so empathetic and kind and charismatic, come and talk to them, not everybody comes and take it with a lot of acceptance. Somewhere this negative emotions like jealousy, resentment, or some kind of energetic attacks like look how beautiful their life is, or how nice their life is, or how good they are, or what how beautiful. Usually you can imagine the moment, say for example, you get a new car, or you buy something, or you tell a happy moment, and suddenly you see there's a breakdown in your life because of these energetic attacks. Because there's a lot of evil eye that is, multiple people would have felt, wow, what a beautiful life you got. And you, other people may not know your struggles. What you are showing to the world is a very loving, kind, compassionate, charismatic person who's able to understand. So instead of that, there's a high tendency that people do, think that you don't have any concern, and that one thing, even though you're so going about other people expectations and trying to help them, irrespective of whether you're good with it or not, just because of your love and compassion for another human, you can't prevent how other people's subconscious mind works. Consciously the other person would have also not felt, because they are obviously would be grateful for your contribution in their life, but uh, subconscious, 90% of our life would be subconscious. And somewhere that feeling that, see how beautiful their life is. Wish I could be that. Even that acts as a empathetic, an evil eye or a negative energy exchanged between this person and you, and it translates into disrupting your energy systems. Or when you are in meetings and there is like, meetings, counseling sessions, healing sessions, or group environments, and then and the amount of time you expose yourself to that person, from a one to many, your aura gets widespread. You're able to even the what's the proof is, if you are a very captivative public speaker, that means what, your aura and their aura is in sync. Only then they feel your talk interesting, right? At that time, what happens is, when the other person, you're interacting with their aura for an extended amount of time, that becomes like a sign that most people are looking at you, and that your aura gets weakened. So you might have to be careful during those times also. Then there are some people who are really like parasitical in nature, who wants to just offload their emotional burdens onto you, whether you're ready or not. And every time they call you, you might feel emotionally exhausted, you have a mental fog, you feel drained, you feel like, I want to really eat something sugary, or you want to feel like, I want to sleep, take rest, drink some coconut water. Especially you'll feel that, like, if fuse going off, so there's like, and they're on and on talking about everything bad happening in their life, and they don't stop. And every single person who is doing this, your energy is getting drained. And with multiple people doing it, it means multiple times your aura is getting pulled into it. Exhaustion, mental fog, confusion, all stuff. And then this is very common, and there's very unfortunate actually. We go through certain levels of training, or kind of we go through our own struggles to come to a different place, a different status, a different, either at work or at home, or in your life. Every person who are there come from their own set of learnings. They worked hard for it, and they really truly deserve to be enjoying that fruit of their labor. But what happens is, some people around us, even though we interact with them or not, are very jealous about us. However helpful you are, however kind you are, however you stand for their life, however you help them grow, however you always look out for them, but not only them, but their families, their extended friends and network, everything, still they are jealous. Sometimes they do have hidden resentment or anger towards you. Or some people are really cruel to go and install some kind of blocks in your, like, it's called black magic, but yeah, they do are people. So what happens is, at that time again, you feel the sudden feelings of distortion, sudden headaches, chronic fatigue, chronic ill health, in pattern. Like you'll be like having bouts of illness, be it colds, be it muscle aches, soreness, pains, motions, nausea, a sudden health breakdown. You may have a PC, like uterus related problems, or womb related problems, or reproductive health related problems, respiratory tract, or maybe back pains, headaches, migraines. Classic example that you're subjected to psychic attacks. I would not say black magic alone. Please don't get confused. Psychic attack is a bigger umbrella. One of it is black magic. Not everything is black magic. Psychic attack is not equal to black magic. Even jealous eyes, resentment, something got ill about you over it, over and over, repeatedly, can also is a psychic attack. And then what happens is, amidst of all of this, you don't feel your aura. You are not even bothered about your aura. Many people don't know about it, right? Especially when you are into corporates and stuff like that. I hope, so really, I pray God, ma, that if you are watching this video, let it come to your, YouTube algorithm. Please help. It's high time, because people like you really need this kind of words of things, because unfortunately, you guys are so powerful, but you get drained by this all of this, and you end up taking help of other modalities which directly may not explain energy systems, and it's like a breakdown for you. And kindly, we've done another video on how to protect yourself, but still, please understand, and when you're subjected to these psychic attacks, you will feel down, okay? Energy, you're suddenly exhausted, tired, and stuff like that. And since you don't know all of this, to protect your aura, to seal your aura, to seal your body, there are a lot of leaks everywhere around your left layer, 7 layers of aura. And that time, what happens is, as I said, your energy can get to seventh layer, okay, which is the outermost layer of your aura, to the first layer, which is your innermost. So seventh layer, so it can seep into 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One is our gross body and show up as some problem in our life. Or it can directly go to 6. So your aura get in touch with 6, and then um, from there it can impact that or auras. Um, like say for example, you are in third layer, which is into mental planes and thought patterns. So it will overlap your mental planes with their mental planes and try to affect your ideas with their ideas, and you start feeling confused, because earlier you used to not think so, but suddenly you start thinking in a different way which is not yours. So that's how these energy attacks work. We'll do another video in the series on how this energy seeps in from 7 to 1, because I observed that if I'm making longer videos with total rich content, you guys are not watching it at one go. I respect your time, so let us make shorter videos and see to it that this knowledge is completely absorbed, so that you seal yourself, you protect yourself, and you have to protect yourself high time. All right. So please watch another video where we have talked about all layers of aura, how does it function, and another one which talks about how you can protect yourself from these psychic attacks, and if you're an empath, how can you protect yourself. I've talked multiple techniques in that video, along with how energy seeps from 7 to 6. So we made different videos on the same subject. Please check out and be safe, be protected, not just physically, but energetically also. If you like this content, please subscribe, because we got to share content which is not scaring you, not fearing you, but giving you confidence that reject them back.